We've wrapped it up for you. 1, 2, 3, 2. We're just going to use some practical things from this section. From these diagrams that need to be made in the shape section. Go on YouTube yourselves and draw diagrams from your own imagination. Then, make a sketch in a moment. For example, if we told you, we worked on that yesterday. We said, if we want to create a face for something, right? Just make sure it's recorded on video and we'll work on it. But here, we've already worked on this thing. Suppose we want to create a four-sided face for you. Here, for example, select a circular face. It's not necessary for it to always be round for a person. If it's not, that's not a problem. We take a curved line. Make it a bit more rounded, not too much. This size is enough. Here, we draw it like this and I add a little curve to it. For example, if at this point we make a mistake, we can go back and fix it here. Let's draw another eyebrow. When we erase this one, the previous one gets messed up, but what is it usually? Curved lines are always connected with two strokes. So, you click once up and down, then click again and it stays like that, meaning, the next time it takes on this state by itself, and the next time it gets drawn. Basically, every time you draw, you have to adjust it twice, meaning you need to adjust that line twice if you only need to adjust it once. For example, if we just click here once, it says we only have this mode to work with, and we don't need the extra part. So what do we have to do again? One part ends up outside the area, so it tells us to start over. Exactly, if we're working inside this, we need 2 clicks to get it done here. For example, let's do something for you. Instead of this, we could have cut it, like if we take back this erase panel, we could have completely cut it. Its eyes could be completely open. For example, here you select a color and you can choose any color you want. The color we wanted, or ultimately, well, the number is what it is in this program. Overall, because of these kinds of drawings, things that we might want you to do, or these little sketches that, for example, kids especially get interested in, and it really gets their minds working, these kinds of shadowy, sketchy things, they really get into it. So, the other day, we were supposed to make the pup logo with a circle, remember? We hold down the Shift key while drawing so that the circle comes out better, so it's a perfect circle. I'll redraw these guideline lines that we drew before, this part, the center, and so on. With just 2 clicks, we'll get at this shape with these tools, and it's very similar to the Pepsi logo. When we do this here in the piece, we think it gets deleted, but it actually doesn't. That is, when we apply the white color, we think it's erased, but it's not. It just turns white and blends in with the white background, so we think it's gone. Or, for example, a line we erased yesterday, we kept working on it to fix it, but the thickness of the line is much more than this. It's the same in design programs as well. For example, one of the menus you want is already set up. Then, in between, when you do something, the project will work if it's implemented in this way, in the shadow. The bigger programs are better. Advanced ones, things are made better, but compared to this program, it's still made from these same templates. If we search for videographers' work, you'll see everyone creating great designs. A video, according to the discussions above, based on the way this is programmed, they can make things however they want. Unblock is the same here too, if we put it there, if we drag it up. A tool that, for example, is open. Then you can, for example, add a color or set a color on it. You can draw a line for itself or for the pocket, and in the end, it gets a tool for itself, or you can. For example, if you want to make something very precise, or if you want to make something exactly the way you want. We measure its body and a tire section of its body. Control the total. We need to set the control you got to a range, so that I can continue from here. This pencil is actually a really good place to start, even if you work on a regular schedule. It's like, for example, sketching a landscape with this pencil. If it doesn't take 2 hours, you get a single line, not a mistake. Now, I'm working with a mouse, but honestly, if the computer just had a stylus, whether it was a touchscreen or a tablet, it would work even better. But that's not the point. The point is the concept that something is being drawn. Now, all my students, when I worked with them on this for a couple of sessions, even though they didn't have much access to YouTube or the internet, they came up with some really interesting things at home. For example, they would draw 6 or 4 sketches in the morning, and this is what they produced. Right here, it shows that I should, for example. For the sky, I pick a night color close to myself. We go for a night scene. We choose a dark color for it. For the mountains, as you can see, the rocket, at that time, we don't color it. Or, for example, we can use green if we want. For example, a bit like the sea. We draw something like a flower. For example, we pick a red color for it. Well, this is because we have different things, and when you get involved in the story, you see that it takes on a certain mood. In short,
that we remember.
We draw more flowers again. The more relaxed we are, the more color we use there. This is a pencil.
We
can also draw a circle around it. In the same way, we draw other flowers for everyone else too. For example, flowers by the sea. Drawing a tree trunk, and for example, you can use something like for something. For example, they eat. I kiss, we draw the tree trunk. Well, let's not choose green for its color. A color that's a bit on the darker side. Okay, let's draw a few of these trees. Like a moonlight, we can do this, and there could be a moon in the sky. We take it. Let the sky have its color. White, so it doesn't have a hotel. Alright, we can see it. We erase it. So far, the roll is moving. For now, I'm going to give it another color. A color like red or yellow, for example. Another color. We take this and bring it to the gate, so that it cuts like this much. Now, it changes color. For example, this one is black. Now, it's possible that a cut line is created, like the trees, if we create different coins. So, the purpose of the pin program itself is recognized within itself. Meaning, nothing really comes together. So, let it be something random. But on YouTube, if you go and make it, you give it legitimacy. Well, again, it's something entertaining, which in the end is either a show or just something interesting. And finally, I kindly ask you, dear friends, if you found the videos useful, please like the videos to support us and help the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully, see you in the next sessions. Goodbye. Until then, break time equals 0.5s// will be waiting.